awesome. This is Drunken Pumpkin from Bio Grove, guy I work with. We've drank a few of his beers on the channel here. We're going to get into this one right away. And guess what day it is? It's Happy Homebrew Wednesday!
No, it's Friday.
On a Friday.
It is Beer Fun Friday.
Well, let's just
Brew
combine
day.
them two. We're brewing.
Day after Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy
Belated.
Hanukkah.
Nice pop off of that. Ooh, I'm already getting a little bit of pumpkin out of that, baby. So he's really happy with this this beer and how it turned out. So let's see. Let me get that pour. Oh, yeah. In our infamous Stroh's glasses. All right, so this one's going to be a little lengthy. So pour a beer. Sit back, relax. Hopefully you got enough time to watch it. I'm going to try to edit it down for a 20-minute. So we've got, today we're brewing. Gonna have a little bit of footage of that, but not a whole lot. Got Brew on last weekend. So we got a little bit of footage from that too.
Got pumpkin in the keg.
We got pumpkin ale in the keg. We've got amber ale in the keg. Both of those are carbing up. They're not quite there on the carb level, so hopefully we'll be there real soon.
And this is a toast to number 200.
200 subbers, guys and gals. Thank you so much. Just amazing. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I'm always breathless.
Yeah.
Anyway, good stuff. So cheers to everybody. Thanks for tuning in
Oh, it
and
smells so good.
clicking that button. How is it?
Oh.
Oh, wow.
It smells really good.
Real bright pumpkin.
There's
on
a
the nose.
lot of carb in it. It's
Gorgeous.
effervescent. Not a real lot of head, but a nice...
Gorgeous color on that, man. Just beautiful. And this is a cream ale
Well, here goes.
from Austin.
Oh, that is
Oh,
tasty.
man. Yeah.
That is really good.
I think you got us beat in the pumpkin beer this year. Ours turned out pretty good, but this is super nice.
It is.
Thank you, man. And those, so we have two of these, and I figured to just crack one, and maybe we'll get into that second beer you sent over. So anyway, 200 subbers, that's awesome. Our 200th subscriber was Mr. John Shackleton. So here's to you, man. And we were talking about whether or not we were gonna do something like contest or something along those lines. We don't have any ideas yet that are solid, so let's just stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll put up a separate video after we brainstorm a little bit and see what we can do. Last week I had to shoot up to Detroit, and on the way from where I live there is a number of breweries, so we actually stopped at a couple on the way up. So we stopped at Bell's and at Dark Horse. Bell's, the Eccentric Cafes in Kalamazoo. We stopped there, stopped at their brew shop that they've got, their general store, picked up a couple little things, some beers, and also had lunch at the cafe, so that was awesome. And they have 12 stouts on tap right now. That is insane. Mini brewery tour. Cool beans. Here we are at Dark Horse. They have a general store and skate shop. So, before the battery dies out, I gotta get through the rest of this. Mr. P, Elder P didn't.
I'm just overwhelmed.
Oh, Elder P didn't join me. That was I went up there with a coworker. But okay, so we did that on the way back. Stopped at 2 other breweries, so it was a 4 brewery stop on the way to and from. And we stopped on the way back at Greenbush. They're southwestern Michigan, and then we also swung through 3 Floyds to see if they had zombie dust, which they didn't. So, kind of a waste of a trip. We didn't stick around. There was a wait to get a beer. Anyway, but we stopped. We made the stop. So I can say I've been there at least. Other than that, what else we got going on? Just another thank you to the guys who and gals, mostly guys I think, that commented last week on our the concerns with the low final gravities.
Yeah.
And so those were insightful, and cheers to Brewing with Bill for his little science class. That was cool. And cheers to the world famous Elder P.
Ah.
he's Elder P, and he's world famous.
What do I say? I'm just an old hippie.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And other than that, we're screwing around in the brewery today, making some beer. We're making a Pliny the Toddler. That's a recipe I got from
Brew Advocate?
Beer Advocate.
Beer Advocate.
It was one of their free magazines, but hey, it had a recipe in there. It looked like a great thing to do. It was a quick beer. Supposedly, if you do everything right, you can drink it in 8 days. I think we're just gonna brew it and drink it when it's ready. So right now, got to get back to the brew because we're doing a sparge right now. We got a batch sparge going, so gotta do second runnings and then collect the sweet wort and get the boil going. So look for some more footage at Happy Homebrew every day. Friday for Wednesday.
Yeah.
For a Wednesday.
For the weekend.
So cheers.
Cheers.
It's brew day. Gotta start off with the healthy bowl out. Oatmeal.
Steel cut oats.
So I got a brew buddy with me. I just crushed the grains. And she can't get enough. Loves them grains. Slow down, we need some left for the beer. So, brewing inside. So we got our makeshift indoor brewery going. It's just a temporary setup for now, but this will eventually be where we have everything set up. So we are through the mash, getting the boil started, and hasn't quite come to a boil for a hot break yet. So you can see we got a lot of stuff in the background. This is my folks' pottery studio, and we're back in the area where they have their kilns, and so we're getting things organized and getting set up. So we made some room last weekend, did a lot of work out here, and cleaned up a little bit of space just for a brew day. And today we're brewing the New Zealand IPA from Midwest Supplies. It's their Kiwi Crossing, and it's got an ounce of the Super Alpha, which I think is the Dr. Rudy. Um, let's see, about 1.5 ounces of Machueca, 1.5 ounces of Pacific Jade going in the boil. Couple late boil additions, flame out addition, and then there's another ounce, half ounce of Machueca and Pacific Jade for dry hop. So those will go in the secondary. So we're getting it going. Looks like hop break's just starting, so gonna get the first hop additions in here, and I'll film bits and pieces if I can, and through the rest of the day. All right, cheers. All right, 15-minute addition here. This is the Machueca and some Irish moss. Then I'll be throwing in the, oh yeah, we missed it. Then I'll be throwing in the wort chiller. The sound you hear is Elder P doing some cooling system maintenance for our wort chiller action. Kind of got a 2-stage setup. What else was I going to mention? Oh, I forgot to mention earlier. It's not. We're not using the well water this time. We're using just some water from the Walmart dispenser. So it's hopefully that'll help things along with that little bit of aftertaste or that odd off flavor. The other thing we're doing this time that's different, mashed a little bit higher. At least I think I did. So we'll see how that turns out. And they're not Pacific Jade, they're Pacifica hops. So, all right, that's it. Catch you in a few more minutes. Hey-o, I'm back. 10-minute edition of Pacifica and some yeast nutrient. Get those bad boy little yeasties rocking. Oh, not much to see. Anyway, yeah, that's in. Our wort chiller system is in action. Wort chiller consists of big old fish pump, bucket of ice water, and the first coil, 25 foot of copper. Comes up and over into the second 25 foot of coil in the boil kettle. So, rock and boil there. Smells fantastic. I love the way these New Zealand hops smell. Good stuff. So yeah, hopefully that'll bring us down to a decent pitching temp today. Usually does. All right, boil's done. Chilling's taking place now, and we'll check the temperature and see where it's at. But it's pretty much going to be a wrap. I don't even know if I'll come back and film pitching the yeast. We got a cranky 2-year-old and a bunch of stuff that we want to get done aside from this. So we're gonna call this day a wrap. Beer's looking good. Maybe I'll come back and shoot some footage, see if it's fermenting and what's going on with that. I'd be putting it in my glass carboy, but my clumsy ass broke it. What can you do? And it hasn't been replaced yet, so one of these days we'll get a replacement. So, got some beer to rack over to a keg. Gonna do that. Maybe I'll shoot some footage of that. So, catch you guys in a bit. So here we are, racking into the keg. So this will be our 3rd keg ever, and this is our autumn amber. Clarity is pretty decent on that. Focus. Yeah, wants to focus on me and I can't hold it still enough. Clarity's pretty solid, so it works. Got a gravity reading we're going to take and do a sample, see how it tastes today. So just dowed in. Got our kegel for a hot liquor tank still. We're running that system, but today we're adding a little something different, just playing around with some toys that I've got. This is an basically a temperature controller. Reads a J-type thermocouple, So I just doughed in, and that's sitting right at 153 Fahrenheit, 154 in the mash tun. So get that going, get the timer started, and come back and see how she looks in a little while. But this is kind of nice. I've got internal temperature, don't have to open the top unless I want to stir it, and check, you know, consistency throughout the mash. But that's a nice little tool. Also use that in the hot liquor tank to monitor temperature without having to climb up and stick a probe in and manually do it. So here we are at 30 minutes into the boil in our 90-minute boil, first hop edition. This is 0.75 ounces of Warrior. Yum. Let it rip. Kiwi IPA going over. It probably would be pretty clear if I was pulling it from a little bit higher up in the bucket, but you know what? Ain't no thing right now. Just need to open up that fermenter. What you doing, Elder P?
I'm getting ready to put the 10-minute edition in of hops and the table sugar.
What are you putting in for hops?
Columbus and Centennial.
Do it.
All right.
And a half pound of table sugar in this recipe.
And we got the wort chiller in there already. All right. Ooh, frothy brew.
Man, does that smell good.
Oh, it's awesome. "90-minute boil on this sucker."
And we probably had what kind of boil off? Jeez, about a gallon?
Yeah, we lost about a gallon.
No, we compensated for that. We took this level way up to probably 6.5, 7 gallons.
It's
So
over that. So should be good.
catch that flame out.
Yeah. Hey,
It's
folks.
Flame out.
This old hippie. Alrighty.
Poof.
And that was
Cascade.
Cascade. So it's got Warrior, Centennial, Columbus, and Cascade. It's going to be tasty.
Cool. So we found another nice use for that meter. And that's for our cool down on a wort. This old pump's starting to make some racket. Hopefully she holds up. But anyway, yep. Recirculating our chiller beast here. So we've been reusing the water. These are all hot, spent water. That one's collecting the last one. This is so we cooled down majority, bulk of it's done. So now we'll just turn it into a pure recirculation with our ice bath and our frozen water jugs here on our copper coil system. So let that go and bring her down the rest of the way. So we're already at 39C. Coming on down.
Hello.
Howdy.
Carling Black Label.
Giddy up. We're going to crack into another homebrew, and we're going to have another beer from Bio Grove. And this is Granary Shed Farmhouse Ale. Yeah?
All right.
So let's get on that, man. Ooh. Shooting on the phone now instead of the camera.
Yeah.
we just had a delicious brown sugar from Lagunitas. That was a pretty awesome beer, man.
Oh,
I've
that
gotta
is good
say,
stuff.
I gotta say, I was impressed. So, just a quick note. Hope you guys enjoyed that intro shot. My son's 6-year-old son made that for us.
Yeah,
He
He's
wanted to be
quite-
part of it.
he's quite a guy.
He's cool. So
Hey, cheers.
Catch you in a bit.
Yep. Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.